Hello all, I hope you're all doing good. I'm Shruti Sudhir. I'm a data science and business analytics intern at the Sparks Foundation, and this is the first task as a part of this internship. This task is a simple regression task involving two variables, and the aim of this task is to predict the percentage or score of a student based on the number of study hours. So initially, I have imported the required libraries of pandas and numpy, and then I have read the data, which is in CSV format from the provided link, and created a pandas data frame. And as you can see, these are the first 5 rows of the pandas data frame. And then there are a total of 25 rows and 2 columns in this data frame. And then I have moved on to finding out the data types of the columns, which are both continuous, one is float and the other is int. And then I have moved on to the data cleaning part, wherein initially I have checked for the existence of missing values, and secondly I have removed the duplicate rows in the data frame. In this case, there were neither any missing values nor any duplicate rows in the data frame. And then next I have moved on to the data analysis part. Firstly, I have done the univariate analysis. I have used the describe function to obtain the basic descriptive statistical summary, which gives me basic descriptive statistical measures like mean, median, standard deviation, etc. And then to gain more insights easily, I have moved on to data visualization. And for data visualization, I have used the library of Seaborn. And as you can see, I have used sns.displot to obtain the distribution plot of the variable scores. And based on this dist plot, I have found out the range of values and their frequencies. I have written the results that I have inferred from this plot. And then I have moved on to finding out the distribution plot of the variable r's. And for r's as well, I have written down my inference here. And the data distributions of both the columns are almost similar. So once this univariate analysis is done, I have went on to do the bivariate analysis to understand how the target variable is being varied in accordance with the predictor variable. And for that, I have used or plotted the scatter plot. And as per this scatter plot, the target variable and the predictor variable is creating an uphill pattern, which helps understand that the target variable is moving proportionally with the predictor variable. So once this analysis is done, there is not much to be done since there are only two variables in this data frame. So I have directly moved on to separating the target variable from the predictor variable and creating two different data frames for model building. So once the separation is done, I have split the data set into train and test data using the scikit-learn model selection library. And then I have uh, divided the test and train into a ratio of 0.8 is to 0.2. And then initially I have used the linear regression algorithm. I have imported from sklearn.linear model and then created a linear regression object. And then I fit the train data set and created the model. And then this model was used to predict or to make predictions on the test data. And these are the predictions that I have obtained. And then I moved on to finding out the score, or in other case, accuracy of this model on the test data. And as you can see here, these are my predicted values based on the model that I have built, and these are the actual values. For more better evaluation of the model, I have used the metric of mean absolute error. And on basic linear regression, I have obtained a mean absolute error of 4.14. And as per the question that is given to us, the predicted score of a student who studies for 9.2 hours a day as per this simple linear regression model is 92.967. Now, I also extended this a bit more and I have used the standard scalar. So, using the standard scalar, I made the complete data to follow a normal distribution by removing the mean, that is, by making the mean as 0 and by making the variance as 1. And for this, I use the standard scalar, which is a part of sklearn.pre-processing. And then I fit that standard scalar onto the data frame. And this new data frame was used for prediction. And when on evaluation, I have got the mean absolute error to be 0.1671, which is relatively less when compared to the previous one. Previous one was 4 point something, and now I've got 0.1. And on prediction, since scaling is not going to make much of a difference, I've got the same prediction of 92.967. And then I've also used decision tree regression regressor on this data and try to predict. And so I have created the object, then fit the model, and then predicted on the test data. And then you can see these are the predicted values and these are the actual values. And on evaluation, I've got a mean absolute error of 6.6 in this case. And on prediction for our actual question, that is, what would be the score for a student who studies 9.2 hours per day, I have got the score as 88.0. And then after decision tree regressor, I have also used KNN Regressor, and I have tried to find out the mean absolute errors for different k values. And at k equals to 3, I have got the least from 1 to 5. So I have used this model, this certain model. And then on, so for in this case, I have got the error, that is the mean absolute squared error, to be 4.571. And on prediction for 9.25 hours per day, I've got the answer to be 88.11%. And we can see this is the brief summary of all the algorithms that I've used, the scores, that is the answer that is required for the question that is given to us, and these are the errors that are obtained on the test data. I hope I have done a good work, and it would be great if I receive your valuable feedbacks in the comments down. Thank you.